Hi, I'm TaraShea Nesbit, the 2024 Cincinnati and Hamilton County Public Library Writer-in-Residence. As a small child, took myself to the library and was reading books and just finding things in the stacks. So I knew I was finding companionship in literature, but it wasn't until I was in college and met people that were in graduate school getting an MFA in creative writing when I realized, you mean you could really do this? You could write not just on the side as your secret passion. I just quickly found that there were things I wanted to say that I needed to use sentences for, and I just became less afraid of that. So my work from my first book and onward, I'm spending time focusing on the lesser heard stories of women in history. After finishing my first book, I got a job at Miami University where I teach creative writing, and I love it. And it was a return home for me. So I lived in the West from my mid-20s onward and then came back. I've written 2 books that look at turning points in world history, but they're novels. So they try to tell the story of world history where the archives leave off. And my first book tells the story of the making of the atomic bomb from the perspective of women, and it's called The Wives of Los Alamos. And my second book, Beheld, tells the story of the arrival of the Mayflower passengers, but from the perspective of 2 women of very different means. And I have this new third project that I'm working on as well that does a similar kind of unearthing of history to tell the story of women. My experience with the library has changed and grown over time. And as a young person, it seemed like the place where you go to find books and connect with other people through pages. But as I've grown, the library has grown too. So at first, we think about the library as a place we go to dream, but a place to see the stars. But now the library is a place where you literally can check out a telescope and see the stars. And now I love taking my kids to the library. So we go to events like Discover Summer, the preschool playtime. At various locations, there's always something that we can do. And so it's a communal space for everyone to come together and find the things they need. I've always known that libraries helped create the trajectory of my life. And when I knew that the space was open for the writer-in-residence, I thought of the mutual relationship that happens in which I can be an ambassador and supporter of this place that means so much to me, and also that it would give time for me to connect to other writers in the community, people that might want to write and they want a space to do that, or they want some feedback on it. So using the skills that I have while also just generally supporting this establishment that I love so much. I look forward to meeting you at future Writer-in-Residence events.